Yes, Mr. Jenkins. Yes, sir. I've been working on it all morning. Yep. Yeah, Carol brought me some papers and left them here on my desk. Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Okay. Yes, sir. Bye-bye. Okay. I have all these papers all over my desk. Christy's always saying, organize this and organize that. Make sure you're organized. Man, I can't believe it on this desk. Plus all this paper's print. I don't even know what it is. I can't see it. There's no... Oh, man, what am I gonna do? Mr. Jenkins wants that report and wants it quick. I hate print paper. If only there was a way to organize things.
Hey, and welcome to this episode of RNC Adventures. I'm Christy.
I'm Ricky, and today we are going to talk about the wonderful world of organization. If you're blind and visually impaired, you know exactly what we mean when you need structure, you need organization when it comes to things at home. Maybe it's your files or your paperwork at work, or maybe at home it's your seasonings, your canned food, your clothes, all those things. Today we're going to feature the Way Around app and all of its tags and different things that you can do with it. We would like to just throw out here that we're not being sponsored by Way Around in any way. We are paying customers of theirs. We enjoy their product, we use their product, and we think it's a great tool that you might be able to use. So come with us as we explore what all you can do with Way Around. So Christy, tell us about Way Around.
All right, so it is an app. There's an app for that. You can get it on the App Store or the Google Play if you are a Android user. If you are a fellow iPhone, like I said, you can get it on the App Store. And they have, if I'm not mistaken, it's 7 different tags that they have at the moment. And I am going to open the app here.
Hotel. Apps. Way Around. Active. Way Around. Way Around.
Okay, so I have opened the app. And the first thing you have to do when you download the app, and the app is at wayaround.com, and you can download it from there. And we will link that below in our description. And then
It's also where you buy the tags from.
that's also, where you get the tags. And it's really convenient. In your app, there's a link to the store. So when you run out of tags, you can go into your app to go to the store to buy more tags. So it works out good.
Why don't we take a moment and talk about what are tags and what is so unique about these particular tags?
So the tags themselves, they have clips. So I have one that's a round little clip that could go onto I'm going to kind of try to hold it closer to the camera. It's rounded off at the top, and then it has a spot that it can clip on. You could use it to clip to a bag or a rounded a container. We've got a couple of things here that we've used them on, or clip onto a folder. There is squared off clips. There's stickers. There are buttons they go through the washer.
You can sew them into your fabric, or
and they keep your tag. I mean, whatever you've written onto the tags, it'll still be on there when it comes through the washer and dryer cycle. There's magnets. So they have a little bit of everything.
And they're all reusable. They're high quality plastic.
The stickers. So,
The stickers are not.
If you put them on like lids, and you reuse the lid. So say you bought, as we go along, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, I mean just.
So let me start with what we have here. We'll try this here. It has. That's not a sticker. Here's one that has a sticker. Okay, so this is one of my makeups that I use. So we're gonna read that. It's got a sticker on the top of it.
The way around shop. Link.
Oops, we're in the way around.
Back to scan. Button.
Like I said, it has the way around shop
Heading
there.
level 1. Banner.
All right, so
Landmark.
we're going back to the main page.
Edit. Button. Read. Button.
So towards the bottom of the screen, it has a read,
Edit.
edit,
Create.
and
Button.
create. So we're gonna hit the read, double tap the read button, and we're gonna hold the sticker at the top of the left corner of the phone. That's where there's a scanner in your phone. If you have an iPhone 7 or higher, I believe is what it is.
Alert. Ready to scan.
So double tap on read.
Cancel. Button.
And for some reason,
Way
it's
around. Read. Button. Alert. Ready to scan.
not reading it.
Did you?
There it goes.
Way around.
It just
Pale
took
blush
it a
cream
minute.
eyeshadow.
So pale blush cream eyeshadow is what that says. Now, when I'm done and I run out of my pale blush, I can take this lid off when I buy the new pale blush and put it on to the new pale blush, and I don't have to lose that sticker. So I can keep using that sticker over and over again.
And we should say that the way around tags, the stickers are probably not probably, are the cheapest option. But the plastic tags, you're going to maybe pay a little extra for those, but you're really going to be able to reuse those over and over and over again. We use it in the freezer, the plastic tags in the freezer.
Right, we have, as he says that, I'm going to do this one so that I can put it back in the freezer real quick. We have this bag here. It's got...
What is in that bag, Christy?
let's find out. It's got a tag on it. It's...
And the tag's being held on by a rubber band.
7:01 p.m.
So we've wrapped the rubber band around the bag, and then we've clipped at one of the clips on there.
Alert. Ready to scan.
And so it is red. It said it has red.
Ready to scan. Done. Button.
And it says it's done.
It's ready to scan.
Yeah,
Done. Button.
but it's being stubborn.
Edit. Button. Read. Button. Scanner ready. Press the way around. Heading level 1. And read.
Your
Button.
phone is being stubborn.
Alert. Ready to scan.
This is not the first one it's being stubborn with. Oh,
Way
okay.
around.
All right,
Stir
there
fry
we go.
vegetables.
Stir-fry vegetables. They're droopy. I'm
All
going
right.
to put them away.
So while she puts those away, I'll talk a little bit more. What I love about these tags is you can use them. The clips, for instance, that she was talking about, you can use those with your file folders, your stacks of papers. They're sitting on your desk. If you need just to clip a piece of paper, but you can clip things like the rubber band on the bag of vegetables, or anything that has a little edge that you need to put that tag on. And keep in mind, we're using this system to organize around our house, but you can use it to maybe label something, or I don't know, give yourself a reminder. So you can kind of figure out all kinds of things that you might use this for creatively. So what else do we have to read?
I've got another one of the clips here. This is, I think, is more of one of the squared off ones. If anybody can see that one, I'll hold it closer to the camera. It has a rubber band thing that's holding it on.
7:03
Phone
p.m.
went to sleep.
Way around. Read. Button. Alert. Ready to scan.
And your phone, I think it's the case on your phone that's not liking to read these. There it is.
Way around. Shea scrub.
So this is a shea scrub,
Health and beauty, of course.
of course. We will move on to something else. So this has got one of the magnets on it. So I'm going to pop it off there real quick, and I will hold that up to the camera, and it's just a little square magnet. I use this in my eyeshadows, in my magnetic palettes. That's really nice to put it beside a magnetic eyeshadow so that I know what the eyeshadow colors are. Really helpful.
Also, it's really great. I think the most
Create. Button.
probably important or main reason that they have the magnifiers is to put on canned foods, which is what we have here.
Right, we have a can, so we're going to read and see what it says.
Read. Button. Alert. Ready to scan. Way around. Cream of
Oh, it's going to tell him right away.
settings. Cream of broccoli.
Cream of broccoli. So there's cream of broccoli. We have here. This one is one of the buttons. It's on a rubber band. It doesn't necessarily have to be something that's going to go in the washer. This is a seasoning. Let's see what seasoning we have.
Read. Button. Alert. Ready to scan. Way around. Way around. Heading level 1. Then settings. Way around. Settings. Cinnamon.
Cinnamon. So yeah, there's our ground cinnamon.
And as you can tell, it kind of vibrates and does a little dinging sound, much like if you've watched our video on the
Libre.
freestyle system for your blood sugar. It does a similar sound to that. So
Yeah, it does a little vibrate and a ding ding thing.
ding 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 thing.
a ding ding thing.
Well, one of the things I like to use Way Around for, being totally blind, I always go in the closet and I'm thinking I'm grabbing out one shirt. Maybe I'm grabbing out that shirt if I'm lucky, or maybe I'm not. So we've got a Way Around tag here in the shirt towards the back in the collar. Now, we are demonstrating here with this tag, we are demonstrating using a safety pin. And it has two eyes on it, just like a button you would put to sew for like your pants or a shirt in the actual tag itself. So we've ran
Create. Button.
a safety pin through it and then through the shirt,
Button.
so then I can remove it whenever I'm getting ready to put it on. The other idea to this is if you've got socks that are of different colors, you can put a safety pin through them and put one of these tags on there and be able to tell the difference in your socks. But we're going to see what shirt I've picked out to wear to dinner. So Christy's going to scan the tag and the collar.
As soon as I find the call.
Edit. Button. Read. Button. Alert. Ready to scan.
It vibrated like it read it.
It did.
Ready to scan. Done. Button. Done.
It
Button. Done.
It done the
Button.
initial, the beginning, but
No.
this one it was very difficult. It doesn't like the way it's in there.
Cancel it out and try it again.
Done.
Technology is not always our
Way
friend
around.
at
Read. Way
every
around.
moment.
Heading level 1. Settings. Button. Read. Button. Way around. Settings. Black long sleeve button down dress shirt.
It
There
did
you
read
go.
it.
It did
Okay.
read it.
So sometimes if it doesn't look like it's read it, just go ahead and say done and go back towards the top of the screen and swipe, and it'll tell you that this is a black long sleeve shirt,
Sorting. Darks.
and it'll give you like any directions you've put in there. Like we put that it would be sorted in the darks,
Washing.
that
Machine wash
it
cold.
would be machine wash cold,
Drying.
and
Line
it
drop.
would be
Scanner ready. Press the green button below.
you
Drying.
dry it up on a line instead of, or we'd hang up to dry instead of drying it in the dryer so that it wouldn't mess up the shirt, something like that.
While I've got the shirt here, why don't I show you? Do you have one of the ones that have a rubber band on it?
I do.
Just one. It doesn't matter what it is. It's just for demonstration here.
Let me grab this one off the cinnamon for a second. There you go.
So what you can do with if you don't want to actually label the shirt, or maybe you don't sew, what you can do is hook a tag on a rubber band and then just droop it over the hanger that you've got the item on, and there you go. You've got your hanger tagged. The downside to that is once you put it in the washer, the item in the washer, you're going to have somebody to help you make sure that whatever hanger you have the appropriate tag on, that you put it back on there. So that's a downside to it, but that is a way to do it. And again, we're just giving you some ideas here that you can use these for to help organize your life. What about file folders? What about papers, Christy?
Absolutely. So the clips that we've been talking about, they work on these as well. We've got one clipped on here.
Edit button.
So I'm just going to pop it off there real quick just to make it easier to read it.
Edit button. Read. Scanner. Read button. Alert. Ready to scan. Done button. Way around. Settings. School folder for kids.
So this is the school folder for our kids. It would normally have a folder for each one of our kids in it. And it would have a tag as well that would have each one of their names in it.
May I see the clip?
So there's the clip back.
So I'm just going to show you how easy it is to clip. It's just sort of like a paper clip. It's just a big old plastic paper clip, and it's got the little, little stick thing there that you are going to take and clip it right on the file folder. And then, we're going to lay it down and do it. I'm saying it's easy and then I'm having struggle with it. All right, so I've clipped it on there. And what's beautiful about this is a hanging folder, or you may have some of those manila folders that go in your file cabinet or what have you. What you can do with this is within the drawer that you're in, just go through your files and scan the one looking for which one you want. This is a great way to have a scanned document. Scan identifier for your folders. I don't know what I'm talking about now. You don't need half the time, right? Anyway, all right. What else do we have to show?
We were going to look at. We have one more thing to look at. I am a
Fashaholic? Is that a word?
I don't know, but that's where we're going with it, I guess.
Fashaholic.
Yeah. So.
Hashtag Fashaholic.
At the time, we're working on a cane collection of different colors.
Nothing.
Okay, I am working on a cane collection of different colors. So, in order to do that, since I don't see colors very well, sounds silly for a person who can't see colors to want to coordinate their colors, their outfits with their colors, but ta-da, here I am. Anyways, so I have one of the button with you could use a sticker, that would be fine. At the moment, I don't have a whole lot of canes, so I don't have to label them all yet. So right now, I just have the button.
Read button.
With the rubber band on it.
Alert. Ready to scan. Way around. Purple cane.
And this one is my purple cane.
So these are all great ways that you can use these tags. Again, remember, there's stickers, there's clips, there's buttons, there's things that you can sew into different articles of clothing. There's things where you can use a rubber band or a safety pin and pin it to the item. There's the magnetic for your kitchen in the can cabinet, trying to label your cans or anything aluminum or that the magnet will connect to, metal, that sort of thing. There's other.
Now, there's two other. If I need his phone to shut up, there's a couple of other options too. Is if we decided that this folder needed to be used for something else, this tag could be edited. We could change it to, instead of saying school folder for kids, we could hit the edit button and delete that out and change it to say taxes, and it could be our tax folder.
Why don't you show us how to do that real quick?
So
Edit button.
we hit the edit button.
Edit way tag. Heading level 1. Description. Heading level 2. Purple cane. Multi-line text field.
Well, that's not the one we want to edit.
Description. Heading level 2.
So, we got to go back
Type.
out.
Button. Add a field. Button. Back to scan. Button. Way around. Heading level 1. Edit. Read. Button.
So we got to read this tag first.
Alert. Ready to scan. Done. Button. Way around. Way around. Heading level 1. Settings. School folder for kids.
So we know that's the school folder.
Create. Button. Create. Edit. Button.
Go to edit.
Way tag. Description. School folder for kids.
So
Multi-line
now
text
we're
field.
in the school folder for kids. We double tap
Multi-line
there
text field. Is editing. School folder for delete.
and delete that out.
S. D. Cap S.
And then change it
Return. Space. Dictate.
taxes.
Dictate. Inserted taxes.
And then we can go down through there
Details. Heading level 2.
and change whatever details.
Detail type. Files. Pop-up
It's
button.
already set as files, but under there, there's other options like groceries, there's personal care, there's other clothing care, things like that that you can choose, and then it gives you more options whenever you choose one of those items.
File.
Um,
Heading. Type. Select.
We
Pop-up
can
button.
choose type,
Take. Create a date. Pop-up button. Last updated. Pop-up button. Due date. Pop-up
due
button.
date, things like that. So we can put when our taxes are due and or
Other date.
whenever
Pop. Add a field. Button.
the last time we did our taxes,
Right.
blah, blah, blah. Whatever you need to put in this file, you can put it on this tag.
And those fields change depending on which type you choose. So if you
Right.
choose groceries, you can put in there the expiration date. You can put in the
Date you bought it.
ingredients.
Yeah.
You can put in all kinds of things there. When you're doing, as we showed with the clothes, when you're doing clothes, you can tell, you can have somebody read you, what does this tag say as far as washing is concerned? And then you have that independently next time you go to use that.
Item, you
Item,
know how to wash it. You
you know.
know what it needs.
Yep.
How to take care of it. And
That sort of thing. So,
Yeah.
the biggest thing that Christy and I are about is exploring and figuring things out. So, download the app, explore with it, play with it,
Next.
um,
Button.
and see what else you can use it.
Files. Picker item.
Or what
Files.
all you
Picker
can
item.
do with it.
Files. Done. Button.
What else do we want to do? We want to show how to create a tag.
Pop-up button. Other date. Pop. Add a field. Right.
yep,
Right.
let me get
Button.
this one out and we'll do that, right?
Alert. Ready to scan.
So it says it's ready to scan. It scanned it
Done. Button.
and done.
Way
So
around. Way around. Heading level 1. Settings. Button. Take. Scanner ready. Press the read button below. Then hold the
Alright,
top part
so
of your phone on
take
the way
it
tap
didn't
until
get
you see a double
taxes.
click.
It dictation. That's what happens when you don't check your dictation.
That's right. All right. So, how do we create a
So
brand
read.
new one?
A brand new one.
Edit. Button.
So
Create.
go
Button.
to create. I have a tag in my hand.
Create. Button.
We hit the create button.
Create way tag. Heading level 1. N. Banner.
So
Description.
our
Heading.
description
Message
field
written to the way tag.
is
Multi-line text
empty.
field.
there's nothing in that field at all. So you double tap it.
Multi-line text field.
Your keyboard comes
Enter
up.
Message you want written to the way tag. Return. Space. Dictate.
And what do you want this tag to say, Ricky?
Ricky's polka dotted underwear.
Space. Dictate.
Ricky's yellow polka dotted underwear.
Bottom of document. Inserted Ricky's yellow polka dotted underwear. Details. Heading level 2. Detail type. None. Pop-up button.
So let's see.
Right. Button.
We're just gonna write that. We don't need any details about those underwear.
That's too much detail. It is.
Detail to right. Button. Alert. Ready to scan.
And then you hold that tag when you hit that right button. You hold it just like if you were gonna read it over the top of it, and you wait for it to say that it's done. And
Settings. Ricky's yellow polka dotted underwear.
you have Ricky's yellow polka dotted underwear written on the tag.
Now we're ready to
Scanner
label
press the read button below.
and
Then
put them
hold the top
away.
part of your phone on the way tag until you-
All right, so we've showed you about how to, what you can label, the different types of labels, and how to edit, how to write a new tag, all those good things. Now, some other things that I can think of you might be able to use this for is to label your boxes, box food or something like that in the cabinet. Or if you have a stack of movies or CDs, DVDs, that sort of thing, you can label them that way with any version of these tags, I think. Many different things you can do with them. As Christy's worked out with her makeup set, she has most of her makeup labeled with different tags that show what they are and how we use them. Any other things you can think of creatively that you can use it for?
Not at the moment, but stay tuned because we will probably do more on the way around.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to do more about the app. I'm thinking about doing an actual video just to show how to do the app, recording the screen, just to help be a little more familiar with that part of it, because watching somebody play with it is one thing, but actually seeing the recording of the screen can sometimes be a little more helpful.
And one of the things I love about the way around is, at least the app, is it's accessible with your screen reader. As you were hearing, it tells you, they've labeled the app very well. It tells you instructions. Once you go to an edit field, it'll tell you what that edit field's for, what you're supposed to do in that edit field. So it really helps you give a better idea of what you're supposed to do. And so I think that's pretty much all we can cover at this point. We really hope you enjoyed the video, and please let us know in the comment section if you use the way around already, or if you use some other system. One thing I think we could talk about real quick is with some of the other labeling systems out there, you have to buy Way Around has a scanner, doesn't it?
Is that they do?
Yeah, so you can buy a scanner if you don't have an iPhone or an Android phone.
Bluetooth to your phone.
Hmm?
It's Bluetooth to your
It does Bluetooth to your phone?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Well, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we need to get one of those and
That's what I'm hoping to do.
play around and demo with it. Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping to do.
So, some of the other systems that I've seen out there, you buy a big device and then you buy the tags, and so then you've got two things to use. We're always carrying our phone around, so using the phone makes this product something you already have, so you don't have to buy the scanner. And then the tags themselves are, less than $1 for any of the plastic tags or something to that effect. It's not all that.
I don't remember.
Yeah, check out the wayaround.com website. I know because we bought it, they have a sample pack where you can get.
That's what we got, was the sample.
Yeah, with all 7 different tags.
There's 2 different sample packs, I think.
Yeah, so you can get that for not that much at all. And again, remembering, just like with anything you use as blind, visually impaired to adapt, the initial cost may be a little higher than what you're thinking, but in the long run, it's going to be something you can continue using, get a lot of wear and tear out of. These plastic tags impress me very much. We could throw them in the washer, and you don't have to worry about losing your money by throwing them in the washer or in the freezer, for that matter.
All right.
So, all right. Well, once again, thank you so much for joining us, and we want to remind you to subscribe, to hit the like button, and don't forget, if you want to get notifications for our upcoming videos, to hit that notification bell and tell a friend.
Yep. Tell a friend and keep living life till its fullest.